gentlemen, welcome on in. It is Sunday, it is game day, and I am gearing up to go live on TikTok and YouTube. For all the people who know how to YouTube live, none of y'all told me this is hard to do. None of y'all. You should have let me know. You should have called me. You should have sent me a message and been like, Nate, do I start Noah Brown or do I tell you how to figure out this YouTube thing? Because this is difficult. So anyway, sorry I didn't get a show for you this morning. I wanted to make sure I come in here and drop you my lineup of the week before game day actually starts. So real quick, we're going to go through some injuries, all that stuff on the TikTok, the YouTube live. So if you guys have me there, check me out there. Been doing a lot, so I'm trying to get myself set up for the 11 o'clock show, trying to get this, kind of rolling, as well as be a dad on the outside as well. So trying to do a little bit of both today, grinding the burning the candle at both ends. But I wanted to make sure we jump in to give you my lineup of the week. So here we go. I am currently sitting at 7 and 11, and like I said last week, I'm gonna be looking for some wins, because 7 and 11 is not a good place for me to start out. So very excited for the players that I have, because I was able to reach up just a little bit, kind of bend my own rules, but I still wanted to try to grab some players to kind of offset that as well. So I got some easy ones for you, some obvious ones, and then some cheap ones and some good ones for you as well. So let's get on into it. My quarterback start of the week is Kirk Cousins. He had a bad last week. Down game for them, but I do believe that this game for them, it has amazing bounce back potential. They are playing Detroit this week. That's right. Detroit and Minnesota, both bad defenses. This could really turn into a shootout that I do believe it will. So I think that Kirk Cousins is a great streamer this week. I think Jared Goff is a good streamer as well if you are in deeper leagues. He has great bounce back potential. Justin Jefferson, I'm even looking at some players over there that I might not usually be looking at. We'll talk about Adam Thielen in a second. Spoiler alert. Running back, I got Miles Sanders to keep it going here. I got a lot of Miles Sanders questions this week. I think that you can trust him in your lineup. I am trusting him in one of my lineups. Great matchup versus Washington. Lots of points to go around in this division game. And I do believe that Miles Sanders will get some work and could sneak in a touchdown if Jalen Hurts doesn't steal all of them from him. My next running back, it's a cheap one. It's a cheap shot. It's an obvious one. It's one that shouldn't be allowed into my lineup of the week, but I've been 7 and 11, so I'm taking it. It's Derrick Henry. Yes, it's a cheap one, but he has been under 10 points under 9 points actually. The last two games, week 1 and week 2. So I am saying that this is the bounce back game. He hasn't scored over 12 yet, so I'm taking it. He's going against Las Vegas. The bounce back game is here. They need to lean heavy on Derrick Henry, and I do believe they will lean that heavy on Derrick Henry because they need it. Tannehill is just garbo right now. My wide receiver start. My first one, Adam Thielen. He has yet to hit 12 points himself. I have Kirk Cousins stacking him with Adam Thielen. I do believe this is a good bounce back game for Adam Thielen. And if it is, you trade him immediately after. Another player that you trade immediately after if he has a good game, which I do believe he could this week because it is a good game script. So all the DK Metcalf managers out there who have been worried, they've been kind of looking around going, okay, how can I trade this? Do I want to move on from him? Something like that. I do believe that this is a bounce back game. The potential is there. Seattle is playing against Atlanta. So I do really like the idea of DK Metcalf and Geno Smith being able to right the ship a little bit. Tyler Lockett, 11 targets last week, so he had a lot of involvement. I do believe that DK Metcalf's going to be a little bit more involved this week, so I do like him for this week. But as soon as he finishes in a top, spot, I'm trading him. As soon as he finishes with a week above 15, above 20, I'm off of Metcalf. I want nothing to do with Metcalf. My last wide receiver is Noah Brown. We're going to keep it going with Noah Brown and Cooper Rush. I believe he is somebody that you can grab off the waiver wire, or you did grab this week off the waiver wire, and you can trust him in this game against the Giants. At tight end, we talked about a bit this week for waivers. I do love the appeal this week against Arizona. It is Tyler Higbee, who has had a couple good weeks. He's been on the waiver wire, and I do believe that he is a player who can return great value this week against Arizona, allowing currently the most tight end points in the weeks 1 and 2. Tyler Higbee, great name to grab off the waiver wire. If you grabbed him this morning or on Wednesday and you put him in your lineup, awesome. So those are my big pieces: Kirk Cousins, Miles Sanders, Derrick Henry, Adam Thielen, DK Metcalf, Noah Brown, Tyler Higbee. Now, since I took some cheap ones, I wanted to dig a little bit for my kicker and defense picks, ones that are likely out there right now, or were picked up just this morning by somebody who's looking. But we're going to go kicker Austin Seibert. for the Detroit Lions. He's in for what I expect to be a close-scoring game, a high-scoring affair. So I do believe that both of these teams are going to battle back and forth, and Austin Seibert will find himself in field goal range more than extra point territory quite a bit. Defense, I'm going with the Saints. They are at home against Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield traveling to New Orleans. Not an easy place to get a win in, so I am picking up the Saints defense, who have been pretty well stacked and pretty well, they haven't had the amazing defensive scoring games in fantasy, but as far as on the field, they haven't looked absolutely terrible. So they've looked competent enough to ruffle some feathers like Baker Mayfield, especially since you're looking at not much out there on the waiver wire for defense. So that is my lineup of the week. We got a lot of injury concerns coming through. All of Tampa Bay is injured. Chris Godwin is out. Mike Evans is suspended. Looks like Russell Gage will be in. Looks like Alvin Kamara is good to go. Looks like Keenan Allen should be good to go. Hunter Renfrow is out, so avoid everything besides Devontae Adams over there. But that is our show. Kirk Cousins, Miles Sanders, Derrick Henry, Adam Thielen, DK Metcalf, Noah Brown, Tyler Higbee, Austin Seibert, and the Saints defense. That is my lineup of the week, everybody. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. I will be on YouTube Live very, very soon, and on TikTok Live if you've seen this. So thank you so much for tuning in. Take care.